Welcome to episode 83 of A Message From. We're your hosts. I'm Alyson.
I'm Edward.
And today, we're talking about sports. The moment I've been waiting for almost 2 years. But first, I have another interesting little main road story for you. Alyson's main road.
Right.
This is something that I have noticed since I moved here 5 years ago. And I've always thought it was like kind of weird, odd, intriguing, but I don't know. I guess I just never said anything about it before. I live near a quarry, like very close to a quarry.
Okay.
Pass by it on walks regularly. So there's always a bunch of trucks, like obviously hauling stuff from the quarry, driving down my main road. They're like dump trucks, so like big, but not like semi-truck size. Anyway, a lot of them, a significant amount of them will have like a message on the back. A lot of times it's in like cursive, but sometimes you can tell it's just a sticker, like a big sticker, but like they've clearly had it made and put some money into it because it's like a big printed. Some of them are actually almost, I feel like they might be like in metal or whatever. But anyway, these truck drivers are adding these messages.
They're like personalized. This is not the company logo.
Personalized, like it's not a company thing because you'll see two trucks that like look similar. You're like, maybe you work for the same company, but their messages are different. And then
this is like bumper stickers for trucks, for these quarry trucks.
Yes, but it's the weirdest. Okay. It's the weirdest things because I'm going to read you like what some of them says. What some of them say.
Okay.
So one of them says, think before you act. So I'm like.
Pensive.
Okay, yes, pensive, like good advice, I guess.
It's giving like I'm getting reprimanded in kindergarten, but okay. Yeah.
One of them said like for shits and giggles. I'm like,
no, that I love.
Fun, playful. Okay. One of them says I may only have one match. I'm like, oof, dark.
Is that like a Tinder thing or is it like a fire thing?
I don't think it's a Tinder thing. I think it's like.
I only have one match?
I was thinking match as in like game. Like you only have one shot.
Philosophical.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I only have one match. Like I only have one opportunity. Why did you go sports with it?
I didn't think match, like light a match at all. That didn't occur.
Interesting. Well, that's where both of our headspaces are.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Any more of these?
And then there's one that I used to see all the time when I was driving to get on the highway. And I can't remember exactly what it says. And I couldn't find like any record of it online anywhere. But it was in like this, it was the first one I ever saw too. And I used to see this guy all the time. And it's in like this beautiful cursive writing. And it was something about like, and she was dancing, it was something about like some lady dancing or something.
It was like a song lyric.
It sounded like it. And it was so weird. I was like, what is going on? But I'm like,
interesting.
Do they like talk to each other about these? Like, how did they decide this was going to happen? Is this like a club?
What would be your truck bumper sticker?
Oh my God.
You didn't think this through? You didn't think about it at all?
I didn't think about it at all. But now I'm like.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't have one necessarily on top of my head. That sounds like the right phrase, but it seems like a little off. Off the top of my head. Off the top of my head. We'll get there. But the song lyric one made me think I would definitely get something from Copacabana.
Oh.
It'd be a good one. Her name was Lola. That's it.
That would work really well.
It'd be great. But you don't have one, do you?
No, I didn't even think about it. I've just been so baffled about like the story behind these that I couldn't even think of making up my own.
Couldn't even. I do have a story actually. Last night I was out late, came home at the very, very late hour of 12:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Crazy.
Big
right?
partier.
Yes, and I was on the metro, so that means that I was with all the Gen Z kiddos who were like going to their pre-games.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, everyone is heading to a very different part of the night than I am, right? And everyone's like, you know, when you go to the pregame, you have your like little plastic bag with like your bag of ice that you have to bring to the pregame, your like liquor, some mixer, some type of, you know, that type. Everyone's got some form of that, right? Everyone's drinking on the metro. It's like Madrid is back, baby, right? Pre-pandemic Madrid is back. So I'm on this metro. I get off at my stop. You know, I'm doing my thing, getting ready to like get my keys out so I can, you know, steam line. What's the?
You could say like steam my way through.
No, like to make my whole entrance just like
make a beeline through.
I know that doesn't seem right either, but I'm not sure. We'll never know. It's lost to the fact that I can't speak a language, a single one of them. And I'm exiting the metro and I notice somebody who's like dressed up in like a, you know, like they're going out clothes, right? Has a plastic bag of like supplies. And I was like, this motherfucker is waiting for somebody to leave so he can like sneak into the metro and not pay. Because it seemed like jumping over the turnstile would have been like a bit much at this stop. And I was like, you know what? I'll hold it open for him. So what did I do? I walked out and I slid my long ass arm, held the little thing door open for him. And he was like, gracias. And I was like, de nada. And I just like walked out of the metro and was like, I got a Gen Z karma point.
You did your good deed.
I did.
Look at you.
I mean, it was like a good deed, but it's like not a great
good deed. Like
yeah.
stealing from the public transportation system to give
to
the
public transportation system is also half off right now. So like in a way, they apparently don't need the money that bad.
So
but
it's like
also,
a discounted steal. It was on sale.
Yeah, but
bargain
also like
bin steal.
This kid was also like definitely under 26. So like
he could have gotten the cheapest.
The unlimited price now, because everything's half off, is 10 euros. So like, bro. But, you know, I'm not here to judge. Maybe he lost his thing because you have to get an appointment to get another one. Maybe he's down on his luck. Like, who knows? Who knows? But I let him through. I hope he had a great night. And I have a Gen Z karma point tucked somewhere in my karma wallet in the sky. And I'm just hoping that some Gen Z kid doesn't like yell at me or make fun of me or something. That's really all I want. That's what I'm cashing it in for.
That's what you're hoping that like the Gen Zs that come across you on the internet are going to just like feel your good karma points and be nice.
I just won though. I don't have many. I don't have many karma points, period.
This was like when you were giving me like ally points during Pride Month. And I thought I was doing really well, and then you would like randomly take one away.
I would, because sometimes you deserved that.
I didn't do
what was that last year?
Egregious. That was this year, I think.
Was it? I don't remember.
This year.
You didn't get very many, but I also stopped giving them out. So
yeah, you stopped giving them out after the first like 4 days.
Yeah, maybe I should bring that up again for next year. It's just like force all of my straight friends to like be super nice to get ally points. Yeah.
Yeah. It can be.
I should bring this up to like a company, you know, because corporate pride is like such a thing now. I should, you know, really take this to. If I hear of a single corporation that's giving out ally points next June, I'll be pissed.
You know what's gonna happen so now. Pissed. Every company is gonna. That's gonna be like a little punch card, and then you can turn it in for like one free. Like I don't even know.
Rita's Italian Ice. Or like I don't know, something else that's ridiculous. Yeah, true. Man, that pisses me off already. But you know what?
Trademark Edward Wojciechowski.
All rights reserved or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. So anyway,
you're working on that patent. Could you get? No, it'd be a trademark patent. Patent the system of ally points. It'd probably be the same exact system as every other reward system. You probably couldn't patent that. Can you patent an idea, or does it have to be something physical, like a process?
I have absolutely no idea.
I think it can be a process because don't like drug companies patent their vaccines that they develop?
Yeah, that's like the whole stick between like what's going on now.
But it'd be the process, right? Like technically you're patenting the vaccine, but you don't have the vaccine without that process. Why am I so intrigued by this and also so stupid at the same time?
Yeah, I don't have many answers to all these questions, including the most recent ones you just threw my way. But you know, if you as an ally really want to take this up, you can contact a lawyer, maybe a gay lawyer, and or an LGBTQ plus lawyer. It doesn't have to be a gay lawyer. Excuse me. And
yeah, minus
discuss
1
with them.
point for you.
Listen, okay, that is possible. I could lose points. Many white gay cis men have like negative points. Let's put it that way. But yeah. I don't think I'm one of them necessarily right now in this moment. So that's something.
That's something.
Anyway, I was going to ask you before we got into this whole patent rigmarole. You're coming to Europe soon.
I'm coming to Europe.
Are you excited?
Soon. I'm so excited. I honestly, I'm a broken record, but I can't believe it's already here. I feel like it was like still months away, and now I'm in the freak out mode of like,
this is how time.
I need to decide
works.
what I want to take. What am I going to pack? What am I going to do?
What are you super excited to? There are like 2 things you're super excited to do in Paris.
Oh, in Paris. Mm-hmm. Go to the catacombs because I've never been and I've always wanted to go.
Okay.
So we're going to do that. Yeah. And gosh, what's the other thing I'm super excited about? I can't decide if it's just like buying all the stuff I want to buy there that I can't really get here.
You do love to do that.
I do love to do that. It's my weakness. Or I just love the vibe of Paris. I'm that person where like, what? I'll give you another one. But I am that person that's just like, oh, Paris. But
I mean, I think everyone I know who has like been like, I don't know if I'm gonna like Paris, and then goes and becomes one of those like, the vibe of Paris is immaculate.
Me.
Yeah, everyone I know. It's like everyone I personally know. I'm sure there are people out there who like don't convert.
Yeah.
To whatever religion this is that we share right now. But yeah. Everyone I know converts. So
yeah, that was absolutely me. But update to our plans. This was just I think this happened yesterday, actually. Days are running together now. We're going to do Moulin Rouge, a show.
Oh, you'll have to let me know how that is.
Yeah, which is also something that I never really thought like, I don't know. I was just like, whatever. I don't care if I do that. It's super late at night. Like, it's super expensive. But
yeah, that's like something you would do if you like, I've been living here for 15 years. Like, maybe I'll just do this thing.
Yeah, but that's been kind of the vibe of like our whole trip planning for Paris because we've all been there multiple times. So that's why we're like,
How many times have you all been there?
Gosh, I don't even know. This will be my 4th time, I think.
Yeah.
I know the others, like Alex has been there probably more than me because she's got family nearby.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. Even if she was just passing through, she's probably been there more times.
And I think the other 2 that are going with us have been at least twice. So it's very much the vibe of like, I've never been up the Arc de Triomphe, so we're going to do that. I think like one other person going hasn't, and then maybe 2 have. So it's very much like, what have we just overlooked or passed over, the other times we were there.
Yeah. Check off like 2 of those things on the trip. Yeah. There is nothing better than going to Paris and not going with people who haven't been there for the first time. Did I say that right?
You said that right, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, well, the first time I went there.
You disagree with me?
No, I'm not going to disagree. I'm going to say it'll be interesting because it'll be my first time doing that. Because
it's gorge. It's a gorge time.
I've been there by myself twice, so I feel like that doesn't count.
Oh, you already know then.
Yeah, but that's still different. That's like solo trip versus like trip with friends still.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a good
And then the first time I was with you, obviously, and subjected you to touring me around the whole city, and it was fun. We had so much fun. Don't even say you didn't have fun, because you did.
I definitely had fun. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, well then, moving on. Let's take a break. We'll try to repair our temporarily damaged friendship. We'll talk soon.
Hello, hello. Edward here. Just wanted to say thank you so much for listening. It means a lot to both myself and Alyson. And it would mean even more if you sent us a message at 202-630-4509 or a message from pod@gmail.com. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and throw us a rate and review. 5 stars always feels good. And check us out on amfpod.com for all the little extra content that we have. Now let's get back into it.
Welcome back. As usual, we hope you enjoyed the break. We're best friends again. No worries there.
Sure.
Yeah. So, as I mentioned earlier, we are chatting sports today. We got a message from James that said, "Hey, Alyson and Edward, I was listening to last week's episode, and Allison's right." Thank you, James. Fall is perfect football weather. Obviously, Allison's a football fan, but are there any other sports you both follow? And what's the best game you've ever been to? Well,
American or European football?
We'll talk both. I believe James is referring to American football because we brought that up in the last episode. But as you know, big European football fan here as well.
This is true. This is true.
Liverpool is my team. Premier League is my favorite league. La Liga, not my vibe. Sorry to you. Sorry to the other Spaniards. Serie A, also love, but a little bit fewer options to view here for me without like getting another subscription that I refuse to do.
Yeah.
But Juventus, favorite team there. And then for Ligue 1, the French league, because I lived in Nice, I was like, okay, OGC Nice is my team, right? But then I'm like, I do love PSG. I can't help it.
Yeah, that's how you guys are always in the group chat throwing PSG kits all over the fucking place.
I mean,
so what's the tea, bitch?
Okay, well, first of all, PSG's partnership with Nike with Jordan is immaculate. Okay, the merch.
I mean, the stuff looks good.
Immaculate, but also very expensive.
Yeah.
I did see when we lived in France, I went to an OGC Nice PSG match. It was really good. Obviously, PSG crushed. I think it was like 4-1 or 4-0, something like that. But what fascinates me about European football versus like American football, I don't know. We just have like a very insular view of things here in America. And like, don't get me wrong.
Don't say.
I subscribe because like I have season tickets to Michigan football. I'm obsessed. Like the vibe there is insane. We have the largest stadium. So we constantly have the most fans at our home games, like every single week, like in the country. It's a big deal. But I'm so incredibly impressed. Like, and I don't think this is something people understand. You go to a football match in Europe, their stadiums are half the size, maybe 1/3 the size, and they're 3 times as loud. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It's the energy and the passion at a European football game to be consistently that loud with half the amount of people.
Wait, are they smaller? Are the stadiums smaller?
Yeah. Smaller than the football stadium that my college football team plays in. Yeah.
Really? Wait. Like the ones in Madrid? Or like the Paris? Like the PSG stadium?
I'm looking it up. You're going to hear me
looking.
That
can't be true.
Okay, so Real Madrid is what? Santiago Bernabeu?
El Bernabeu. Yeah.
What's the current capacity? 81,000. We have 110,000 at our games.
Wow. Okay, to be fair, the Bernabeu is like really old, I think.
So
and
that
also
one's
like in the middle of the city.
So that one's more than half, obviously. But like you look at the smaller ones.
Wait. Yeah, well the
small
ones for
smaller
sure,
league teams. I mean like think about like Premier League.
Can you look up Atletico Madrid? Because it's new. I'm just curious because that one's like brand new.
Yeah. So, because I'm thinking like, well, in Premier League, because you have like relegation and promotion. So you look at some of those smaller teams that have fewer resources and less money. They're in the top league. They're playing the top teams, but their stadiums are like
Yeah, smaller ones for sure. I was just I was surprised that I guess that makes more sense, the Bernabeu one and Michigan Stadium, because
okay, so Metropolitano.
Yeah. Wanda.
68,000 capacity.
Still small. Wow.
Small. Smaller than Real Madrid. So
I wonder if that has to do with the size of the field. It must not be, though.
I think it's just the style of the way they make their stadiums. Because
isn't that one also a circle, though?
I think the
Michigan one a circle?
but what I'm saying is I think that's just how they make their stadiums. Because Michigan Stadium, it's like an oval. Yeah. But I think soccer fields or like European football fields, I think they're a little bit wider usually, if I remember correctly.
Then I'm not really sure. But I know that they're all for example, I'm thinking of Heinz Field, which is not actually circular. It's rafters on, it's like a rectangle. Right? Yeah. So the seating is a little different.
Yeah. I mean, the seating's a little bit different at all of them, but Anyway.
Sorry, that was a tangent. An interesting tangent. Mm-hmm. You somehow piqued my interest in a sports episode. That's a point for you. I love
this. I'm living for this because I was like, he's just going to be sitting here twiddling his thumbs the whole time.
You don't know you can't see my hands.
You might be twiddling.
So what else? What else was this saying about other sports we both follow? I mean, you follow every sport under the goddamn sun. Yeah, it's a problem. Except for ice hockey, I think, is the only one you don't follow.
So I actually do love ice hockey, but not as much as I used to. I grew up in the 90s watching Red Wings hockey with my parents. I remember we'd be sitting in the basement, and we were so good in the 90s too.
I was were you good in the 90s? I have no idea.
We were good in the 90s, pretty good in the early 2000s. We've really fallen off since 2008, 2009.
Sucks.
We've had a lot of major retirements, new coaching staff come in, and then everyone's it's a rebuilding year, and then the next year it's a rebuilding year, and then the next year. But yeah, so kind of connected to the other question that James had, what's the best game you've ever been to? Obviously, we know me. I would have to pick one for each sport, right? I can't just say, best I've ever been to. But for hockey...
You're not about to do that, are you?
No. But for hockey, every year they have one... It used to be one. I think now they do two, which is stupid in my opinion.
The Winter Classic?
But the Winter Classic outdoor game. Mm-hmm. And so the Red Wings played the Toronto Maple Leafs in Michigan Stadium outside. And I went to it. And it snowed the whole game. It was incredible. It was freezing, but it was incredible. It was really cool.
Yeah. They had it in Pittsburgh one year when I was still living there. And remember we walked around the stadium because we had it at Heinz Field.
Yeah.
And, Acrisure Stadium, whatever the fuck it's called now.
It's still Heinz Field. Anyone who calls it anything else is a loser, okay?
I'm actually surprised at how, obviously media has to get in line with it, but it was I kept hearing it and hearing it and hearing it all summer. So anyway, not important. I walked around outside once, I think I got a hat.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
That's very nice. So. That was incredible. What sports do you follow?
I don't follow sports.
I know you don't.
I get a million push notifications about the fucking Champions League all the fucking time.
And let's not get me started on Champions League because
all that other stuff.
That's just one more thing that I'm just opting out of watching this season because I refuse to get another freaking subscription service.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Champions League is good.
I know. And it's on a different one from every other league that I watch. I'm you guys are literally just digging in my wallet. I can't do it.
We all have our weaknesses.
Can't do it.
But so I kind of generally know what's going on because I live in the continent of Europe. So I have to kind of know. You just hear it end up by default. Knowing. Yeah. If I ever watch actual sports, Summer Olympics, we have not actually. Have we talked about that yet?
I don't know if we've talked about how much you love the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, I don't think we have either. We don't have enough time today. Let's just put it this way. I am obsessed with them.
Obsessed.
4 screens, watching all day type shit. So that's something I follow. And and I'll watch like literally fucking anything. But like when it comes to like real, I don't say real sports, those are all real sports, but like sporting that doesn't happen every 4 years. If I'm watching like European football, it's probably the World Cup and that's it. Or like, you know, that's about it. I'm not watching sports any other time of the year.
Well, that's how you win the Olympics comes on as me on an average Saturday when there's football, Formula One, and soccer on. Yeah, that's just a normal Saturday for me. But it's funny, when we were in Spain together last summer, we were in, where were we? Segovia, and we stopped at a cafe to eat because I think it was gymnastics or something was on.
Yeah, Simone Biles was competing.
We needed to watch gymnastics. We need to watch Simone.
Oh, yeah. I was teaching Chinese kids online that summer, right?
Yeah.
And it must have been the time where you were in between. You were in France, I think.
Oh, okay.
And I was like fully watching on my phone while teaching. Like, this is the view with the phone like hidden, watching Tom Daley win a gold medal. I was like, I somehow made it work.
When it comes to sports that you're passionate about, you make it work. See?
This is true.
This is me.
This is true.
Like when I had to go into the office, if there was a huge game on, you know, I had that on one of my screens and the other screen was the work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, do you want to do a little quizzy that apparently you've prepared?
Yeah, so I found a quiz for you, and it's supposed to be...
You did not put together a quiz. You found a quiz.
I was looking, and I was like, I want a really good quiz for him, right? Like, that's good for, like, beginners, not super into sports.
This is like on some, like, primary school website.
No, so the funny thing is, I was expecting this to be easy, and there's a couple on here that answer.
Oh.
So...
Your audio went weird.
Hold on. Okay, we're going to need to pause this because it just told me that my audio has switched and I don't know why.
Yeah. This is fun. Maybe we'll keep it in. This is authentic.
Should we keep it in?
This is this... raw, real. Maybe we won't be keeping this in because maybe this is just not... Are we not recording? Oh, God.
Okay. Hello. Yes. Okay, I think we're good. I don't know what the
hello,
F happened.
yes.
I don't know what happened there.
We're back.
Okay, a few technical difficulties. TBD what happened there, but found this quiz for you. Like, I was trying to find something super easy, and there are a few on here that I can't answer. So I was like, how's this beginner?
All right, well, here we go. Gals.
We're going to test you already. Question number 1. I know you won't get. You might get lucky. It's multiple choice. Okay. Led by Michael Jordan, the Bulls proved they were the most dominant NBA team in the 90s by winning how many championships?
Oh, how many?
Yeah. 3, 4, 5, or 6?
4.
Okay.
Is that correct?
No, that's wrong.
Oh,
it's
okay.
6.
Oh, okay. Are you going to tell me every time, or?
I was going to wait till the end. Do you want me to wait till the end?
No, I want to know in the moment.
Okay.
How I'm
doing. It was 6. Okay. And the one reason that I like always remember this is because is it a Nicki Minaj song where she's talking about like there's a part where she raps and she's like, but they turn around and say LeBron ain't got 6 rings. So, like, you can't say LeBron's the best because he doesn't have 6 rings yet, but Michael Jordan does.
So you remember this because of Nicki
that's
Minaj.
why I remember it, because of a Nicki Minaj song.
Iconic. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you, Nikki.
Alyson's a Barb. We just found out right now.
Okay, next question. If you were betting on a Super Bowl winner, you'd probably bet on the Patriots, a team coached by who? You can tell this is a little old, outdated now, but anyway.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick, Mike Tomlin, or John Harbaugh?
Bill.
You got it right!
Yeah, I know. I did grow up in the United States in a city that has a major football team, so.
Yeah. Okay, so you're 1-1.
Mike Tomlin, coach of the Steelers. I was like, come on, please.
I do like Mike Tomlin, but
he's funny.
I like Mike. Anyway, you will get this next one. Venus Williams, a tennis star in her own right, is the sister of which all-time great?
Serena.
You don't even need the options.
Yeah.
Okay. You might get this one too then. Which NHL team from Boston do fans proudly root for each season? Do you want the options?
Yeah, wait, I don't remember now.
Okay. Jets, Predators, Bruins, Penguins.
Oh, Bruins.
Yeah. I was going to say, you obviously know it's not the Penguins.
Okay, what's next?
The winners of 27 World Series, the Yankees are clearly the best at what they do, but which player launched them to national prominence when they traded for him in 1920? I'll read you the options.
Oh, God, yeah, please.
Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle.
I want to go with Babe Ruth.
Winner!
Okay, great. I was like, everyone else seems not that old.
Oh, no, they're old, but I guess I don't know if they're that old. Like,
yeah.
Okay. This one's going to be a wild guess for you.
Okay. You don't have to qualify if you don't want to.
Okay. After 11 years without a major championship, Tiger Woods finally won which tournament? The Open, U.S. Open, Masters Tournament, PGA Championship.
PGA Championship. The face says more.
It was the Masters.
That would be my second guess.
Yeah, because U.S. Open is obviously tennis. Okay.
Right, yeah. Right.
Lionel Messi is widely regarded as one of the greatest soccer players ever. Do you know what country this legend comes from?
Argentina.
Sí, Argentina.
Yes.
Didn't need the
option. Does he play for Barcelona now still?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Boo. Auburn University plays the University of Alabama each football season in which rivalry? I'm going to read you the names.
Yeah, read them.
The Civil War, the Cotton Bowl, Cursed. The Deep South's oldest rivalry, the Iron Bowl. Half of these are cursed.
You could say almost all of them are cursed. I want to say it's one of the bowls, and I have a problem. I feel like it's the Cotton Bowl.
Wrong. It's the Iron Bowl. You were so close. You had 50. Cotton Bowl is a bowl game at the end of the year. Yeah.
Oh, that's a real thing?
Yeah.
Cursed. Okay.
Yep. At the height of his boxing career, Muhammad Ali famously fought who in the Rumble in the Jungle? Was it George Foreman, Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, or Floyd Patterson?
Ooh, I have no idea. I don't know how old George Foreman is, but I don't think he's that old.
Okay, so George Foreman's out. Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, Floyd Patterson.
Isn't Floyd Patterson like really recent?
You're thinking of Floyd Mayweather.
I'm thinking of Floyd Mayweather. Go with Floyd then.
Okay, Floyd.
It's probably fucking George Foreman. It's George Foreman.
It's George Foreman.
I really did not think he was that old. But I guess he is, because he was like old when I was a kid.
Well, because he was basically retired, like doing his retirement funsies when we were kids, because he had that George Foreman grill, right?
Yeah. But for some reason, like Muhammad Ali is even farther back in history.
It makes it seem like he was so far back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. This is interesting.
How many more of these do we have left?
We're not going to get through all of these. We'll do two more.
Okay, two more.
Okay. Bill Russell led which NBA team to 11 NBA championships during his Hall of Fame career? The Lakers, the 76ers, the Celtics, or the Bucks?
Let's go with the Bucks. I don't even know.
The Celtics.
Is that even a team? I don't know shit about NBA.
Minnesota.
We don't have
Minnesota Bucks, but
I've never heard of that in my life.
Sorry. Boston. It was Boston.
Okay.
Last. Okay. I'm going to give you this one.
Okay.
We'll end on this note.
Okay.
The Pittsburgh Steelers won multiple championships in the 70s behind their defensive line known as the Steel Curtain, which was led by who? I'll give you the options.
Was it Franco Harris?
No. J.J. Watt, Reggie White, Bruce Smith, Joe Green.
Oh, Joe Green.
Mean Joe Green!
Yeah. I was like,
hello?
When you said JJ Watt, I was like, he's currently on the team, so that's a no.
Yeah. Oh, it won't let me answer that one because we haven't answered the question before. So we'll just pop one in for the answer before. And Mean Joe Green.
Oh, I was like, winner! Does this matter? We know it's right?
Well, we know it's right, but it tells a little blurb at the bottom. I haven't been reading them to you because obviously for time purposes, but I wanted to see what the blurb was.
Oh, you haven't been doing it for time purposes, not for the other reason that I also just do not probably give a shit.
Well, also that. But as soon as I saw this question, I was like, we'll end on a winning note. Okay, you answered one.
What's my score?
Okay, 2 wrong, 1 right.
And total?
3 wrong.
Ooh.
2 right. 4 wrong. 3 right. 4 right. 5. Oh, you're 5 and 4.
Oh my god.
5
She's
right,
in the
4
green.
wrong. You're in the green.
She's in the green.
Winner.
That works for me. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, James, for sending us a message and subjecting me and many potentially other listeners, we don't know how many, to sports for a good 30-ish minutes. So you can also send in a message to us. You could even talk about sports again. I think I owe it to Alyson.
The look on your face says, please don't. Yeah,
well, if you're listening, now you know. 202-630-4509 if you want to call us, or add a message from pod@gmail.com if you'd like to write in. Check us out at amfpod.com for extra content. Don't forget to rate and review on Spotify and Apple. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at a message from, or potentially a message from _ and we will hear from you. Well, we'll hear from you, hopefully, but you'll definitely hear from us.
We'll hear from each other. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Bye.
Bye.